Today I will be talking and demonstrating monitoring and telemetry feature introduced in 10.30. It was previously available as private preview, but from 10.30 it has been GA'd. Agenda: initial configuration on how to enable the feature, parameters and settings, connecting to App Insights, code on how the feature is implemented, tables in which the telemetry is collected in App Insights, how to consume the App Insights API exposed in X++ to implement custom telemetry. First step is to go to feature management and search for this feature. I have already enabled this feature previously, but I will go and show you how to enable it. So I will search for that feature by going into all and searching for monitoring. So you can see that this feature monitoring and telemetry has been enabled. After enabling the feature, you can go to the system administration to see this feature, and you will find monitoring and telemetry parameters. Upon clicking on that, it will open the parameter form. It has three sections: configure, environment, and app insights registry. Custom metrics basically collects metrics implemented by custom code through log metrics method. Basically, this method takes two parameters. One is the name of the metric, and the other parameter is the value, which is, let's say, you are recording a processing time of an event. So enabling and disabling can disable it for everything. Next is form views. So enabling this will capture how many forms have been viewed. Then you have user session. Basically, this is also implemented through custom API and which records an event. Basically, you pass the name of the event to the custom API. Last is the X++ exception. It is for batch and interactive. Then we have environment tab. Here, basically, we can give the LCS ID for the environment. Last is the app insight registry. Here we pass the instrumentation key. This is how FNO is connected to App Insights through this key. Now I will go into the internals of the implementation of this feature. Um, the methods are implemented in sys global telemetry class, which is in monitoring and telemetry model. So it has four important method: global pre-error. It is tied to the pre-handler of the global error method. So whenever there is an exception, it basically captures the call stack and put it into the exception table in App Insights. Then we have on form run. It subscribes to the on form run delegate. So whenever a form is opened, it tracks the telemetry and inserts the menu item into the track page view table of App Insights. And it is behind the parameter which we just saw in the earlier slide. Then we have two methods: log event and log metric. A log event is used to log a method like getting called, or you can compress the string into JSON format and pass it if you have multiple uh, events to capture. Uh, and then we have finally log metric. This is to log custom metrics, for example, how long posting took or how long a particular process took. You can put the name of that metric and the value. And similarly, it is also behind the parameters on the parameter form. Now I will talk about the tables in which the telemetry goes. So first I will go over custom events. This is the table where custom events can be logged, and in the later stage, I will show an example. Custom matrix is the table where the custom matrix can be logged, and exception is the table where all the exception, whether coming from batch or interactive AOS, goes. And finally, page views, all the form opening events goes into page view. So let's go and see custom events table. I have logged in sample example, and later in the video I will show how to do that, like enter this data. So in this example, I have entered an event in the name, which is showing the name of the operation and how many orders were posted along with that. So it was packing slip was posted, and there were one number of it was a single order. Now there were multiple calls made to the log metrics, and what I'm logging here is the name of the operation, how many orders were included in that, and how long it took. So in the name, basically the name of the operation, number of orders, and the value shows how long it took to do that operation. So here you can see, and I have shown that two orders were posted and it took 2 seconds, 21 seconds, 16 seconds. Now, as a next example, I will go into the exception table. Here from a runnable class or job, I have just called the global error method, which I will show in the demo as well, and pass test error message. So it logged the error message along with the call stack. So you can see the call stack along with the which company and in which mode that error was coming in. So this was an interactive AOS and the company was USRT. And finally, page view. It shows our logs that how many forms were open and how long it took. So these were the different forms which I have been opening. So just to give the background on the table and the app inside in which the data goes. So in the final section of the video, I will show how you can use those APIs to log custom telemetry. So what I have done is I'm using chain of command method to extend post sales order packing slip. I have extended this class, and basically I'm noting the time before the start of the operation and putting the um, next operation, like how long the actual operation would take, and then at the end basically noting that time, converting those ticks into milliseconds, uh, into seconds, and then passing that time, logging that time into the table. So after that, once I have that all that operation, I'm using the JSON text writer, and it is using a text string writer along, so to to note add different properties. So here I'm taking the name of the operation and the method name, then how many orders were posted, along with that how long it took. So the how long it took will go into the log metrics, and in general if I have to log an event, it will go into the log event method. So it will just pass the JSON of string values here along in the event method, and in the metric method it will also add the time. And in the previous example, I've used these examples to show how this data would look into the app insights. Finally, also, how here in the last example, I showed how the error would look and the error message. So I've called global error. It basically logs as just a test error message. And in the telemetry, it will show the call stack, where it is coming from, whether it was an interactive AOS or batch AOS. And so what you will see in the exception table is the name of the is the error message along with the call stack. That sums up my presentation. Thank you.